Hello everyone and welcome back to Tavern Talk, and let's just continue where we left off by talking to this new person, at least new to me, might not be new to the innkeeper, but whatever. Good mythical morning. It's well past noon. It's still morning somewhere. Plus, a wizard doesn't care about things like time. Time's not only relative, it's also flexible. Like a gummy worm. One time I've actually tried breaking through the space-time continuum using a loophole through the primordial vortex. And did it work? No. But almost. I would have needed a drip of primordial sea to enhance the curvature, and that would have done it. But no access to the primordial sea. Bummer. I heard that's not very easy to get. Theopractically, it is. Theopractically? Practically in theory, duh. Ah, that makes sense. I get it. You do? Of course I do. Interesting. And suspicious. Are you mayhaps also a person of magic? Well, I do make magical drinks. Enchanted mixology. That indeed is a niche. Say, innkeeper, did something you make ever explode? Occasionally. Heck yeah! Welcome to the club. I think I blow something up at least once or twice a week. Wow. I'm Hex, by the way. Nice to meet you, Hex. Nice to meet you too. Just innkeeper for now. Alright, well then, innkeeper, how about a super wheezy breezy drink for me? Any flavors you might fancy? Maybe something, something that'll make me focus more and perhaps help me to better understand the primordial vortex? Gotcha. Focus. That is... No, not that one. Which one is... Ah, this one. Sunny breeze. He did talk about breezy. So yeah. Let's go for that one then. There we go. Here's your feathery drink. Here you go. Okay, I wanted to gain brain cells, not lose them, innkeeper. What? Can't enhance what's not there. Excuse me. What? Enhanced charm, focus, and reflexes. Okay. What the heck did you want then? I mean, nothing else mentions focus. That's a low blow. Though I must say, it doesn't hurt me. I know I'm like, probably one of the 2 smartest people in Asteria. And what brings your endless wisdom to my tavern? Getting away from the other smartest person in Asteria. And who would that be? Doesn't matter. You tell me. My sister. She's studying and driving me crazy with all her theories. They're so reasonable, you know? No chaos, but there has to be a bit of chaos in everything, doesn't there? Not really. I wonder how she gets through life with so much structure. Oh, hello? That is a very impressive hat, sir. Structure is the key to everything, young lad. Without structure, there is no chaos, and thus there'd be no entropy. I've found entropy to be quite essential in this world. And you are? Oh, how rude of me. Top of the morning to you, lad, and to you, innkeeper, is it? Correct. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too. I suppose you may call me Scully. My actual living name would be too ancient to be spoken out loud. Okay. I'm an archivist. At least I used to be. Now I'm dead. Somewhat. Not completely, obviously. Under mysterious circumstances, I happen to be still conscious. So you're undead? Precisely. How? Well, I passed on, and then one day I rose from my grave. It was like a long sleep, completely knackered for thousands of years. At least, I believe it's been thousands of years. What year is it? 1755. Beep! That's brutally long. So, how did you come back to life? I'm not too sure myself. I woke up and walked on, like nothing had happened. Thought to myself, might as well explore the world anew. Those who'd risen with me didn't seem to be inhabited by an independent consciousness, and alas, didn't care. Those who'd risen with you? Oh, are you from that place with the snails? Or slugs, whatever. With or without shells. There are more like you out there? Course! Undead rarely rise alone. They mostly serve a master. Right. However, I decided not to bother with that and go my own way. Going south, I passed through Selford and found a small little tavern. Yes, that's Selford. That's the place with the undead issue. A bit like this one, more nautical in style. They had a lot of fish. I've never been a fan of seafood. Though I got to listen to a lot of the town's gossip. Care to fill me in on that Selford gossip? Well, apparently a well-known noble married a commoner and decided to run off with her, leaving the family without an heir. But there's more. Fishermen fear that Selford has been cursed by a sea witch. They say the docks are being haunted by lonely animals that stare blankly at the waves and the moon all night. And during the day, they disappear like ghosts. Bit of a weird curse. Fitting for any sea witch or wild sailor's tale. Innkeeper, say, do you have a drink for this undead fella? A drink and a mop? Just a drink. I won't be needing a mop. If you say so, what would you like? Something that'll loosen up this non-existent tongue. Something full of charm and appeal. Coming right up. So you want what, Blaze, Malachite, slash Zephyr usually orders, I guess. The Spoken Heart. There you go. A real charmer, just for you. Jolly! I feel like I can conquer worlds with my words alone. Oh? Not that I would ever do that. I care more about words than worlds. Archivist things, you know. I spent most of my life reading, sorting, and archiving. That didn't leave a lot of time for dreams of hubris. Are you sure? Academic hubris is a powerful one. Come on now, that type hardly counts. Agreed, it's only natural. Oh, I think you've given me an idea, Bone Man. I did? Yes. If I can enhance the aging process of cells, the incubation procedure could... Alright, I gotta go. If my sister asks if you've seen me, no you didn't. Thanks, bye. Okay. Energetic young fella. Indeed. If you don't mind, innkeeper, I'd like to linger here a bit and enjoy the moment. Of course. Who's next? Hello, Fable.
Hey, Innkeep. How's it going?
All fine and dandy. How about you, Fable?
I'm still very busy helping the farmers rebuild their barns and fences. Also, apparently a bunch have lost their crops due to how hot the stars were. It's terrible. Seeing all this destruction is terrible.
I've never seen anything like this before either. Historically, the Lady of the Gilded Sea never struck me as someone to unleash baneful omens. Apologies, my manners. It's impolite to burst into a conversation just like that. I'm Scully.
Fable.
Nice to meet you, Fable. Again, my apologies for the impulsivity.
That's all right. I was just surprised you could actually talk. Oh, no offense. I just thought, usually...
None taken. Usually skeletons don't speak. Theopractically, they don't.
Theopractically?
Practically, in theory. Exceptions confirm the rule.
You sound like a wizard.
Please don't say that.
Okay, let's pretend I didn't. Scully, how did you like his drinks?
Surely an experience. I can feel it gurgling in my bones.
Sometimes they do that. Could you also make me a drink, innkeeper? I don't want my bones to jingle, but something that enhances my finesse would be nice. You know, you have to be very delicate with zucchini seeds or they'll give up immediately.
Of course, coming right up. Finesse. I feel like it is that one that he wants. The normal one. Let's hope I'm right. Will that do? I hope this tastes refined enough.
This is perfect. You know just what I need, innkeeper.
Yeah, of course I do. After all, you're my favorite regular.
I am?
Yes.
You're my favorite innkeeper.
Thank you, Fable. So, Do you think your farm work will be done soon?
Oh, I hope so. Not that I don't like helping them out, I do, but I think the sooner everyone can get back to a normal life, the better.
Do you perhaps need a hand? I happen to have two. And I might know a thing or two about crops and fences.
Sure. I could use some help carrying a few things over to Tregarin. My treehouse is just around the corner.
Splendid! Sounds like a quite useful endeavor. I'll gladly indulge.
Thank you. Inkeep, before we go, I have something I wanted to give you.
What do you have for me, Fable?
Some dried honey flowers. The farmers didn't know how to thank me, so they gave me these flowers. And you're always so helpful and nice, so I wanted to share them with you. I'm sure you already have at least 4 ideas on how to use them.
Thank you very much, Fable. I'll make sure to put them to good use. So, you accept donations for ingredients? Certainly. I can only get my hands on so many infusions myself. What about recipes themselves? It's always good to get more inspiration. Wonderful! In my prior life, I had access to a lot of books about magic and potion mixing. I think I still recall my assistant's favorite recipe. Do you store it under your hat? First snow. Of course! Where else would I keep it? Fair enough. Thank you for the recipe. Innkeeper, thanks for being such a patient and pleasant host. I shall be on my way then with Fable. But I'll be back, should I not crumble into a pile of bones from one day to the next. Let's hope not. I won't. I'm just joking around.
I hope. I wouldn't want to be responsible for that. Anyways, Innkeeper, thank you so much. You are still the highlight of my day, no matter how dark the night. See you around. Let's go, Scully. No time to lose.
Damn letter!
Hello! Yeah, so that's what it looks like, huh? That I was able to witness such rarity in my lifetime. Immaculate! You would even get excited about a rusty nail. Of course I would. Such a splendid chemical process. Metals have a variety of chemical processes. Rust be my least favorite of them. Ruins lots of hard work. Does it now? Yup, makes everything porous. Oh. Kyle, Rhea, nice to see you both again. Likewise, dear innkeeper. How has your day been? Can't complain. Had some interesting customers today. Ah, like that one distinguished gentleman who crossed us on our way in. Distinguished, yeah. Gentlemen don't know. A giant top hat doesn't make you a gentleman. What makes you a gentleman? Manners. Exactly. He was quite polite, I recall. Greeted me with the tip of his hat. You find everyone polite, even your slime. But Mr. Slime is quite polite. What a peculiar wall clock you have there. I feel like I've seen it somewhere before. It looks just like the clock in Evelyn's living room. It reminds me of all the times I impatiently waited for her to come home after important meetings and banquets.
Do you know if that is her wall clock by any chance?
I think that might be a story for another time. Let's not worry about it now, shall we?
Okay. Say, Innkeep, have you read that letter yet?
No.
That'd be a story I'd love to hear right now.
Not yet, no.
Tragic. I've always loved writing letters. Innkeep, you got a drink for me? Something that'll make me tougher, so I can get through today's babbling.
Of course. Tougher, so the usual? Although I do want to see what this does. First snow. Like the sun reflecting off of a frozen lake, the first snow makes you feel comfortable and safe, embracing you with its frosty taste. In between hot chocolate and frozen glaciers, you'll find yourself well equipped to hike into the snowy mountains. Okay. It's what she usually wants, so let's hope it's right. Will that do?
Now that's what I'm talking about. A gift of the great dragons.
Well, thank you. I gave it my best.
You can taste that. I feel sturdier already. I've had me doubts about ye, Innkeep, but I must say, you know your job.
So, how has the day been for you two?
The usual. Splendid! It was my first day in centuries out under the rays of the sun.
And how did you like it?
It's brighter than I thought. The light of the sun, I mean. Ria and I took a day trip to the capital, since I rarely get to see it full of daily life. There were so many people. Too many. Just the right amount for a city. It was so vivid, it almost made me feel alive. And everyone was able to admire my beautiful cape.
Is that the cape? The cape of...
Invisibility? It absolutely is.
How curious. Does that mean you two are going to Baruvia now?
Huh? Why would we want to go there? That was the deal. I help you get your cape, so ye can attend that fancy Baruvian vampire banquet, and I get me gold's worth. Oh, but I got that invitation about 500 years ago. Didn't I mention that? No. What about me material then? Well, I can give you the gold right now if you want. Can you accompany me a while longer though? Fine. Oh, wonderful. Every second I spent with you brings me tremendous joy. What a great day to be a vampire. I've got my cape back, and I can walk under the sun like mortals do. Say, Innkeeper, what if you thought of a new drink? One that would taste just as incredible as the gentle and welcoming beams of sunlight feel on your skin?
That's kind of a vague description, but I think I might have something in mind already. Peaks sunrise, okay.
Ah, wonderful. I wonder if my dear Evelyn would desire to walk in sunlight as well. Do you know how she is doing? Do you think I could pay her a visit? You shouldn't. I should. The air smells like a reconciliation.
Do you think that's a good idea?
It ain't. It is. Kyle, you've stolen your cape. Do you think she'll greet you with open arms? You know what I'd do if me ex-husband stole me hammer? What? Take it and smash all he holds dear. No one takes what's mine.
But the cape is mine.
Is she of the same opinion, you think?
Oh. Maybe you're right. It would be a shame to lose my cape again. All she'd have to do is ask. Oh, my undead Evelyn. There has never been a wish of hers I turned down. And I wouldn't to this day.
I don't want to have whatever you have with her. I'd lose my mind.
Well.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, how much I miss her. My heart is aching.
If that's all.
Maybe one day she'll reach out to me. I still miss her dearly. And I shall miss her evermore, looking toward the mountain's peak, knowing she's merely a gasp away. Maybe a drink could help for now? Oh, would you do that? A drink for me? Of course. Something strong, please, dear innkeeper, so that my heart may stop aching soon. Strong, so Southern Brawler, the usual you get. There you go. I can't mend your broken heart, but perhaps this helps. It does. Thank you, dear innkeeper.
Why don't you tell the innkeep more about your day,
Right. I suppose I wasn't done yet. Where was I? Your trip to the capital, busy streets, bustling with people. Roots! Roots?
Roots.
We admired the roots that enclosed the city almost like a rampart. I finally had the chance to take a closer look. Quite fascinating.
For once, gotta agree. Almost made me believe the myths are true.
Myths?
Myths. I've told ye, rumor has it these are the roots of the Aether Tree. Breaking through the surface and taking hold of Gaia, where they guard the capital.
Ah, yes. A very good defense plan indeed.
What is wood going to do to protect a city? A city is protected with stone.
Oh. I was never very involved in fortification efforts.
I figured.
Oh. Oh? We've almost met the lovely Seraph again. How are her investigations coming along? Very well. She seems eager and determined. A detective spirit.
Believe the lass made her way to Dolwell. She seems to be onto something.
I can't wait to hear the story when she returns. Likewise. Say, Ria, can we go to town and check out the antiques dealer?
Oi, why?
I want to see if I can find any keepsakes from the old times.
Very well then, but you won't munch on the shopkeep, will ya?
Of course not. I'm well satiated from the innkeeper's creation.
All right then, let's go.
Goodbye, innkeep. Enjoy your shopping spree. Oh, hello? Well met, adventurer. Do my eyes deceive me? Mincy in the flesh?
Hello, darling innkeeper. It's good to see you again. It certainly has been a while.
Must be hitting that 15-year mark, right?
It'll be 25 years soon, actually.
Ah, you know how I am when it comes to keeping track of time spans longer than a decade.
I'm well aware. Good that you have me to drop in from time to time to remind you.
I couldn't be more grateful. Especially when you bring Casket and Kane along.
Do cute service beasts still have a discount here?
Always. So, what's brought you back to the area? It's not your usual haunt.
No, I generally prefer something more...
Moist?
Not the word I'd have used. But something akin to that. It's decidedly too arid around these parts for my tastes. And here I thought I would get to at least enjoy the recent downpour, but no.
The stuff that came pouring down was unique.
That's one way to put it. Destructive is another, and possibly more accurate. But I'm glad to see that your tavern hasn't suffered the same fate as many of the streets and buildings I saw on my way here. Admittedly, the journey was already quite challenging to navigate with my wheelchair before. Though the scenery has always been worth the struggle. But now, I'm afraid it wasn't possible to take in much enjoyment from the passing landscape. Not when I had to pay so much attention to not endanger myself and my sweet service beast.
You've told me of your struggle with traveling before. I'm sorry to hear that recent events have made it worse.
Oh well, we're here now, aren't we? And I do have to say, using the primordial vortex as a way to skip your veranda stairs is a marvelous accessibility touch. Quite the impressive work, my friend.
I'm glad to hear that my little spells are doing their job.
I hope the cities will put similar care into rebuilding the streets. Flatter cobblestones would do wonders for many people like me. But believe it or not, I didn't come all this way to talk about the development of inclusivity in urban infrastructure.
No, really?
Shocking, right? I'm here on the hunt, one could say.
What do you have your eyes on?
Action pearls. I've heard a few hushed whispers in my library. Folks say the pearls appear in the lonesome lagoon this time of year.
Ah, those again. Good hunting, then.
Thank you. Though, while the pearls might be my main objective, I haven't decided to come to town with only a singular purpose. I need to ask you for something, innkeeper.
A good drink?
No, my manuscript, darling. I believe 25 years should have been enough time to proofread it, yes?
Ah, of course. I finished devouring the manuscript almost as soon as you gave it to me. It just took me a while to recall doing so, you see. Since it's been so long since I definitely got done with that.
Lovely. I'm glad I have such a reliable old friend to proofread my work.
Would you like a drink while I try to engage my brain cells and remember where I put it?
If you're offering, I'd be pleased to accept. Perhaps something to refresh my mind after my journey?
I'll do my best. Refresh your mind. Okay. Peak Sunrise is a sweet drink that feels like standing on a tall mountain's peak While this drink focuses on intelligence, adventurers may feel infused with confidence and agility. With the confidence and agility it takes to climb their favorite mountain range. Unsurprisingly popular with climbers and boulderers. A refreshing drink? I mean, I think there's only one that says that it's refreshing. And that's that one. So let's try that. Alright, let's see if that's the correct one. Is that okay? Here, a refreshing drink as requested. I don't know about that. I can barely concentrate on all the thoughts swimming about my head. Did I leave the bathtub faucet on at home? I might have to practice this recipe a bit more. Please do. So, while I enjoy your mixology no matter what you put in front of me, I'd enjoy it even more if you could recall the location of my very precious manuscript. You know, the one I lovingly worked away at for almost half a century, whilst my library came to be? Certainly. It should be just below this pile. No, wait. I must have put it over there, actually. Alright. Given this ongoing battle with your organizational habits, it might take you a bit longer to recover it. And I have some pearls to get to. So how about this? I'll return in around 7 days, and then I can tell you all about my pearl hunt in exchange for my manuscript. My proofread manuscript. That would be helpful. Good. It was nice seeing your weary face again, innkeeper. Likewise, Minthy. Have a safe and pearl-full journey. I'll try.
Eat it.
7 days should be enough to read a manuscript, right? Alright. A scandal in Soford. The lively port city of Soford is known not only for its docks, but also for its large community of mages. Lately, there seems to be something mysterious going on there. The familiars of several archmages have gone missing and are nowhere to be found. But it's a big city, there must be someone who knows something. Could their disappearance be related to the tale of the sea witch who cursed Soford's docks? Maybe. There you go, Andu. Crossing the threshold. Alright. And as usual, we will be ending this episode here. Hello, Fable. I will talk to you in the next one. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you next time. Bye!